Today we're going to winterize the filtration system. Here's an overview of the system. It's a Hayward cartridge DE filter. Okay, now we're going to break down the filtration system. So let's start by removing the hoses. A little bit of lubrication goes a long way. Okay, I'm going to temporarily put this hose back on so I don't have to hear it. Okay, now we'll drain the canister. Remove the filter from the canister. Here's a close-up of the filter with the DE media in there. Now we'll just wash it down with a garden hose. Okay, she's all cleaned up. It's ready for storage. Now some folks like to go the next step where you give your filter a muriatic acid bath, which gets all the oils and suntan screening lotions and things of that nature out of your filter. Now we'll separate the pump from the canister. Remove the pump from the base, and there's a mounting screw on each side. And of course we always put the screws back so we don't lose them. Okay, a few loose items to tidy up. First we'll split that can and then rinse it down. Rinse out these hoses. Use this canister as my holder. Good! Now we'll remove the cap from the basket, which I've already loosened because it's hard to do with one hand, and the pump. All right. That's beautiful. Good! As you can see there, I got some lubricants. And I use this Jax for the rubber O-rings. And I use a brush to apply it. Now you just dab some on the end of your brush there. And go around. Get you a little bit more. Go around this one. Now you don't want to use petroleum because it will distort the O-ring. Actually makes it expand. Then you've got these ball valves, and I just get a little bit on the end, make sure the ball's shut. Lube the ball a little bit. Then when you open it, it lubricates inside. Because these things really get stuck after a season. You can break it down. I'll do that in another video. Here's another ball valve, same gig. A little bit on there. Valve is shut. Open and close. Nice and smooth. That way it won't be stuck come spring. Then I use this WD-40 in the back of the pump motor. Get that all lubed up. And right there is a sealed bearing, so you're good there. You got one in the front as well. That's good. but you got all your electrical connections in here, and then a spring-loaded on and off switch. So this just helps so there won't be any corrosion that accumulates over the winter months. Look at that! A stink bug came out of it! I also turn it on just to lube that spring-loaded switch. And to make sure everything's running good. I also turn it on periodically out throughout the winter just to make sure she's up. Because over the winter months is when they have a tendency to seize up. There's also a shaft between the pump and the motor. I put a little lube on there so it doesn't corrode. Alright, that about covers everything. Now the only two items I store in a warm environment, like a closet, would be this pump and the cartridge filter. Any questions or comments? Leave down below.